Elon Musk is back again. Elon Musk makes a subtle Dogecoin price prediction and renews his quote unquote attack on Bitcoin amid calls for a true for the people crypto. Elon Musk is back again, tweeting insane nonsense like if Dogecoin had 10 times the transactions but used 10th of the energy usage, then it would get 100% of the market. And it's like, yeah, we see what you do there. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Even Adam Back himself came out to call out Elon Musk, saying that it was just utter nonsense. He was becoming a true random altcoiner who had no idea what he's talking about. The myth of Elon Musk as a smart person seems to be smashed all over the internet this week. Little pieces of it everywhere we see. Josh Shigala, Elon Musk, is he promoting Doge because it's a joke? Is he promoting Doge because he wants people to lose their money and he thinks it's funny? Is it 3D chess? Is he trying to get back at the SEC? Is Elon Musk the world's smartest man or the world's dumbest? Josh Shigala.
The problem with Bitcoin, I see, is that when someone goes against it, people really attack them, and all it does is turn them off more. And I'm afraid that if all of Bitcoin, because when Elon was buying Bitcoin, everyone was like, "Oh, Elon," and worshiping him at the altar, and flogging their backs for Elon, and whatever else they did in these cults. But the thing is, when we saw really good Bitcoiners turn to shitcoiners when the whole Bitcoin community turned their back on them because they might have talked about other coins and stuff, and really slammed them, really went hard and sunk their teeth, really called them names and destroyed them, in publicly, and bullied them, and then they end up, at Bitcoin Cash or whatever. I think it's really good to continue being polite and just showing what Bitcoin can do and how it can do it better, without resorting to bullying by a massive community. Of course, I'm just one single word. I can't change the weather of which is basically what the Twitterverse is it's its own organism. But I would definitely recommend that people stay civil and just keep going about how Bitcoin isn't the FUD, and talk through the FUD, talk through why that isn't, and post about it, and talk. The shows like this talk about it very, very regularly. But I just want to put that warning out there, because we don't want to. Elon's mouthpiece is very, very, very strong. And we don't want to create an enemy out of this person just because he has some negatives about Bitcoin. One of the strongest voices that was very anti in the beginning was Peter Todd. I remember the early days, he would come out with some really anti stuff, and people would shut him down like really hard because he was pointing out some flaws. But the fact of the matter is, he was pointing them out because they were concerns to him that were on a security front. Elon has more sort of non-realistic concerns, like that it's not green or whatever. But I think it's I just don't want to make an enemy of the guy, because he is when he says something, he moves markets, and you don't want an enemy like that.
I disagree with you on that, Josh. If somebody posts nonsense, then it should be called nonsense, so.
No, that's fine. I don't mind calling it nonsense, for sure. Like Adam Back would have calmly said something, and called him out. That, Jack Malice, for instance, he went hard on him and really, called him stupid and all this sort of stuff. This is all I'm saying. It's definitely, you need to call people out on their FUD. If it's nonsense, call them out on it. But there's no need to go to ad hominem attacks and name calling and this sort of thing.
I see a bit of a pattern here. Elon, before he launches something, always creates a problem. Like, the traffic in LA is horrendous. I'm going to start a boring company. Cars are so polluting. I sell you electric cars. So now it's crypto is so polluting. And what he will do is, because his solar power business isn't doing great, as far as I know, the roof tiles aren't really performing well. You can't really do any net metering in most countries because they pay you next to nothing for supplying energy to the grid. So I think he's on to a plan where he wants to mine crypto with people their solar panels and then credit them with these coins. Bitcoin is too expensive, too hard, because, ASIC chips and all. So he looks for something similar, and he found Dogecoin because it's already like an abandoned project, and you can use your ancient script miners. So you can use those graphic cards. Those chips are readily available. So I think what he's doing here is setting the stage for launching his own shitcoin, or just adopting Bitcoin, and then get all these Solar City customers to use their excess electricity to mine these shitcoins, and then create a value, or a coin, turn the electricity into value, and then use that as trading thing. I don't know, combine it with Tesla, and it has got enough hype to maybe even fly. But the problem here is that he selected Dogecoin, a totally abandoned project that was doomed. It was basically doomed from the beginning, with unlimited, issuing of coins. So he just bet on the wrong horse. And but I do honestly think that this is the way he works. He always creates a problem, then brings the solution, and then he's the hero that brought the solution for the problem that people didn't know existed. But now Elon told them they have a problem, and Elon will also bring you the solution. So everybody will be mining shitcoins with their overpriced Solar City equipment. And Elon will supply it, probably with a nice box that says Tesla on it or something. Because I looked at those panels and the necessary batteries, but the batteries, the power wall, they're called, really nice, look nice. You can put the whole wall of your garage, you can put all those power wall units in there. But what they don't say is that after a few years, the batteries are just as useless, are bad as your old laptop. They don't hold any charge. So that's
How
not
can that
ideal.
be? That sounds like it would be bad for the environment. No, Elon, no.
No, it's really bad. All this lithium is mined by slaves, by the way. So it's so instead of storing it, he might want people to go and mine cryptocurrency because it's like free and it's green and it should be subsidized, and maybe he can even get some subsidies for it. It's a wild idea, but he's always presented new business ideas like this. Create a problem people didn't know existed, shout out on Twitter about it, then present a solution, and then Elon Musk saved the day.